Hi, everyone. Go ahead and take the first couple of minutes to scan the QR code with your phone if you have it handy. If you do not, you can access the same website. It will be our demo site at fairsoftware.com/auction, and then you'll just click the link that says demo site at the top of the page. Once you navigate to that website, go ahead and register as a buyer, enter into one of our auctions. I know that there are a few there as it is our demo site. And then go ahead and submit an add-on and review your cart. Please do not make a payment in your cart. It will take your money. So please just go ahead and enter and take a look around, make that add-on and review your cart. Whenever you register, it is really important that you use your mobile phone number. That way you'll receive a text message. This text message will just have a link to the website, and it will also have a 4-digit code. This 4-digit code is what is going to allow you to enter into the auction for you to log in as a buyer. So just make sure that you are using your mobile phone number. The purpose of this webinar specifically is to talk about questions that we get frequently as a fair, as you guys are setting up your site for add-ons. So this is very add-ons only based. But again, the same information is applicable to anything that you do in the admin site. Okay, so the first question will be, I have more entries in my file than I want to see in my auction site. So we do have ShoWorks 2020, the actual fair file, does have the functionality of a multi-auction. This just means that you can have separate auctions showing, so whenever you provision over, it'll show separate auctions in the online site. So all of the entries with the sales invoice will appear in the auction site. So if you have added it to your sale, it's going to go into the auction site. The UD entry list 9 field is what is going to designate the entries you want to send to the auction site by designating an auction name. All the other sales invoices will go to the default auction labeled auction. Once you provision in the auction admin the designated auction name and the default auction labeled auction, you'll see both of those. Once you log into your admin site, you'll be able to designate which auction you want to see. And then whatever you don't want to see, which is typically the default auction labeled auction, you won't designate that one. So in your fair file, ShoWorks 2020, when you click on setup, it'll have the user defined fields. The one that you're wanting to look at specifically is going to be the UD entry list 9. Now, auction is what is going to be the default. The list 9 items, those will be the other options, such as a silent auction, a live auction, a freezer, if you're doing your add-ons only. So it will separate those out. And then whenever you go and you provision and everything goes to your admin site, what'll happen is it'll pop up and you'll see multiple types of auctions. And then you'll just go ahead and activate the only ones that you want shown to your buyers. So whatever you activate will be shown in the buyer site. Whatever is not activated will not be shown. So in our demo site, you'll see that we have multiple auctions showing. That is what that UD entry list 9 field creates. Another question is, a buyer has handed me a check and a list of add-ons. What do I do next? So assuming that you're collecting add-ons online, it's very common that exhibitors and buyers will look at the auction site. They want to see buyer names. They want to see the amounts that have been placed by those buyers, or even the total amount of add-ons placed on the exhibitor. If this is the case, and typically it is the case 99% of the time, you will want to make sure that any and all add-ons are entered into the auction site. So even if, Mr. Smith comes up and hands you a check and a list of add-ons, you're going to want to enter those into the auction site. That way they get the recognition of that money being placed on those exhibitors and the buyer having their name out there, because we all know that buyers love to be recognized. So admin, you can enter add-ons using the add-on tool. Add-ons that are entered in this tool, it is located in your auction admin site under the tools module and by clicking on the add-on tool. When you go ahead and as admin in the back end, put an add-on in for those buyers, it will show online. So that means you put it in the admin site, it'll show in the buyer site. It'll show that on lot 1, buyer number 2 placed $20. So it will populate. Now, it is important that you only choose one place to place these add-ons. So again, if Mr. Smith comes up to you with a check, you need to choose between putting them online through the add-on tool here, or just going ahead and placing them against the lots, against the buyer in the ShoWorks 2020 fair file. You don't want to do both. If you do both, what ends up happening is later on, it'll show that Mr. Smith owes $40, not just $20, because it adds in both places. So it's really important that you only put it in one space. We do highly suggest going ahead and putting it through the admin site, because why would you not? These buyers want to see their names. The kids want to be able to say, show mom and dad that I have this much in add-ons, and people want to see how much these kids have earned in case they feel like maybe one child doesn't have quite enough on their lot. So we suggest just putting it in the add-on tool, completely up to you. Going on with buyers, let's say that a buyer makes a mistake when they entered the add-on on their end. They logged in onto the auction site, they placed an add-on, and it's wrong. They come up to the table, they come up to you, they call you, they email you, they do all the things. You as auction admin can log in. You'll go to the auction module and you'll click on add-ons. You will go ahead and find the add-on in question. As you can see, you can search by the lot number, the buyer number, buyer name. Personally, I suggest searching by the buyer number. It tends to be a little quicker. You'll find which one in particular they are talking about. And then to the far right, you'll see a red X. You'll go ahead and click on that X. It will have a pop-up that says, are you sure that you want to remove this? You'll click yes. And then at that point, you can either put in the add-on through the add-on tool for them on their behalf, or you can just let them know the incorrect one has been deleted. You can go ahead and log in and create a new add-on for the correct amount. So those really are the options. However, the next question that we get is, can buyers delete their add-ons online? The answer now is yes. Yes, you can allow your buyers to be able to delete those add-ons through their login. So you have the option in your auction admin site under Fair Setup and then Fair Options to allow those buyers to delete those add-ons. Whenever you go to set that up, you'll go again through your admin site, Fair Setup, Fair Options. You'll just go ahead and click that button to allow those buyers to delete the add-ons, and make sure that you click save. Just like everything else, if you don't click save, it's not going to save, and then you'll be wondering why it doesn't work. Similarly, let's say that you want to stop your buyers from being able to delete their add-ons, whether it be because your site closes, or maybe it's just getting out of hand, or whatever the case is. You can definitely remove the ability for your buyers to delete those add-ons in their carts. You'll just go through the same steps. You will log into your admin site under auctions, and then you'll go ahead and click on Fair Options. And then at the very bottom of that little pop-up, you'll see allow buyers to delete add-ons. So you can at that point go ahead and enable or disable the ability for them to delete those add-ons. If it is enabled, what it will look like is on the screen to the bottom. This is what your buyers will see whenever they go to their cart. It'll show what lot, division, exhibitor, how much for their add-ons, all that good stuff. And on the very far right, it'll also have a red X. So let's say that that I went in and I said, I want to give lot number 3 $10. And I go to my cart and it says that I gave lot 3 $100. Obviously that's not right. So what I can do, as long as the admin has allowed for me to delete those add-ons, I can click on that red X, a pop-up will appear that says, are you sure? I'll click yes. The add-on will disappear. And then at that point, I can go ahead and find lot 3 again and then make sure that the add-on that I place is for $10 and not $100. Should you choose to remove that ability or not even have the ability, let's say that you don't want to give your buyers the ability at all, you can definitely, remove that ability at that time. I want to see all of the add-ons in one place. So where you can see all of your add-ons will be in the exact same place that you went to go and delete the add-ons. So it will be in your admin site under auction, and then you'll click add-ons. And it'll just be a running list. I mean, you'll see all of them. You can filter by lot number, by the exhibitor, by the buyer, however that you would like to filter it, you can do so. You can also export this to an Excel spreadsheet. I know that quite a few of you, you want your kids to write thank you letters, thank you notes. Sometimes this may be a quick way to pull that, just pull it open and filter it to however you need and just print it and call it done. So this is available for you to go ahead and export that whenever you choose to do so. Where can I see the total add-ons that have been placed? So this is going to be the total amount, so the total dollar value of all the add-ons. This can be seen in the auction module under winners. And in that winners, you'll be able to see right in the middle where it says total add-ons, and that's going to be the total dollar amount. So you can see how much has been raised for your add-ons this year. And it's really kind of cool because you get to see it climb and climb and climb, and you get a real visual of how you're doing this year versus last year. When will my add-ons appear in my ShoWorks? Add-ons will appear in your fair file as long as you have ShoWorks Agent and Auction Monitor open and running. ShoWorks Agent and Auction Monitor is something new this year. What it does is anytime that an add-on is created or deleted, it updates your ShoWorks fair file accordingly, automatically. You don't have to do anything special. As long as you have ShoWorks Agent and Auction Monitor open, then it'll flow. Let's say that you don't have ShoWorks Agent and Auction Monitor open. It's important to note that it will not move over until you have it open. So it'll just kind of sit in the background and wait. You won't be able to see it in your fair file until you open it. But as soon as you open it, it'll flow through and it'll just place itself or update accordingly based off of what has been done in the online site. A couple of helpful resources as we wrap this up. Our knowledge base. Our knowledge base is chock full of information about ShoWorks Agent and Auction Monitor, about buyer payments, about setting up, about add-ons. Just as a quick search, you can just search in the knowledge base add-ons and it'll pull up everything that has to do with add-ons. Another helpful thing to kind of get you started will be a webinar that we have created called Real-Time Sync Online Add-ons with ShoWorks 2020. This is just going to be a step-by-step training that you can watch at the same time of kind of, walking yourself through. Another good thing as a step-by-step, I am a checklist person. So if you are a checklist person, I highly recommend using the Add On Only checklist. Again, it is a step-by-step, broken down to the tiniest thing checklist. And it will start at the time that you're configuring your ShoWorks fair file all the way down to configuring your auction site. So it's very, very just step-by-step. That way you know that you're not missing anything. You can check things off as you go. And you can save your progress on the checklist and come back to it. You can take a look at it to reference it later. It's not something that gets turned into our team. It's completely something for you to utilize, to benefit your setup. The only thing that does get turned into us will be the auction detail form. This form is what's going to communicate from you guys to our team kind of what's going on, what you're thinking is going to happen, such as when are you going to have your sale order set? When are you planning on opening the online site just for buyer registration? Are you planning on opening for buyer registration early? Are you going to take buyer payments? Just stuff like that. That way we kind of know what's going on, so we can serve you better. So that's really the only thing that gets turned into us form-wise outside of the service agreements. But the knowledge base is super, super, super important to utilize. And you can, if it's your first time taking a look at the knowledge base, you can register for free and use it 24/7. It is available to you. All the videos are available 24/7. If you have used it before, again, you can log in at any time, take a look at all of those articles, the videos, the pictures, all of that good stuff, and use it to your benefit. It is definitely there for you to use. Other than that, I hope that this quick little video was super, super helpful. If you have any questions, please let us know. You can reach us at support@ShoWorksCloud.com. Our team is always happy to help. Just give us a shout. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by.